Alrighty, folks, welcome. We are back. I am, one of you guys jinxed me. I don't know if I said this in an earlier video, but one of you, like last week, asked me if I was getting sick. And at the time, no, I was not. I was, the one video, being a little bit quiet because it was kind of late at night when I was filming. I didn't want to be too loud. But anyways, one of you asked if I was sick. I was like, oh, no, I'm not sick. Literally, 2 days later, I got a cold, and I've had a cold for this last week, so I'm finally feeling better today. I don't know, I thought that was super funny, but yeah, we've got a couple new IMSA GTP hypercars. So we've got this new Acura ARX. This is the one that's kind of in like the shiny, not chrome, but like shiny chrome-ish red, number 837, and then we also have the new Lamborghini SC63. I've been really excited for this one. I believe this one has a new 2025 livery, and it's pretty cool, so hopefully Mini GT, they'll probably end up doing that one next year. But, yeah, really excited for this. I do have all the other GTP hypercars in the background. Well, not the IMSA special gift ones. I think there's 3 of them. I think there's a Cadillac, an Acura, and a BMW. But here are the other 2 Acuras. We'll go ahead and pull them out. We have the pink and white one. I believe that was Meyer Shanks. Maybe they're both Meyer Shanks. I don't actually know. This new red one is Dex. I don't know what the other ones are, but yeah, we got those right there. So we'll go ahead and start with the Acura. Obviously, this is the first Lamborghini, so we don't have any Lamborghini SC63s to pull out, but we do have a couple ARXs now. 3 of them in particular, if you're not counting the IMSA special gift version. But yeah, like I said, 837, Mini GT, and TSM model are basically like the exclusive IMSA partnership thing for producing scale models. That's why you don't see Tarmac Works or Spark make anything from IMSA, is because they can't. Mini GT and TSM have the exclusive rights to it. And I think BBR also licenses through Mini GT as well, because BBR does some 143 and 118 IMSA Ferraris and stuff. So it's kind of that whole partnership thing. But anyways, IMSA 164 model collection on the thing. You've got your nice render of the car. I thought it was interesting how they did a black box for this one instead of a red box. I think it looks pretty cool like that. But Acura ARX-06 GTP, this is the number 40 car from the 2024 IMSA Sebring 12 Hours, and this is the car that won the race. And yeah, Dex Imaging. So that is the racing team. On the back, you have your Acura licensing, your IMSA licensing, your Wayne Taylor Andretti licensing. So that's cool that they even have the logos and whatnot from the actual like racing teams. So that must be the racing team. Must be Andretti, Wayne Taylor, not Dex. Dex just must be. I guess that's like the main sponsor. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how all that works. I don't know if Dex is a team or what. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at it. So like I said, this one kind of matches the blue one we have back here, where it's kind of like a, I don't even know, maybe like maybe anodized is kind of like the right word. It's like an anodized-esque type paint on these 2. So your blue one, obviously you have a lot of black detailing, and then it's like this metallic chromy type blue. It's like a real shiny blue, and same goes for this new red one as well. So you have your, of course, a lot of black accents going throughout the car, but then you also have a lot of this like kind of anodized metallic red, and it looks really good in my opinion. But tire printing, of course, you kind of have the Michelin that wraps around the whole thing. As far as I know, these GTP and hypercars, as far as, well, the ones that use Michelin, I don't know what they use in like Le Mans and that kind of stuff. I don't follow WEC as closely as IMSA, but this Michelin printing only is for these hypercars, and so that's why you don't see it on any of like the GT3 stuff or anything. It's like a special, they have special formulations for these cars. But yeah, tire printing looks amazing. It almost wraps all the way around the tire, which is awesome. Wheels themselves are pretty basic, but they are nice. They look like they are a gunmetal gray type paint. You've got your center locking cap right there. They look good. Nothing too crazy, but it fits the car, and they do what they're supposed to do on the track. But the livery is pretty nice. You have some like white and gray striping kind of coming up the side right there, and then it runs through these channels throughout the car. As far as that, doesn't look like there's any crazy like graphics or anything. It just kind of goes black through pretty much the way down here until you get back here. There's some interesting like gray detailing, which I believe is a decal. That's the one thing that a lot of people don't like about these hypercars that Mini GT is doing. They use a lot of decals on them. I don't think these Acuras are as bad as some of the others, like the Cadillacs back there are really bad, but and so are the BMWs over there. But these ones aren't too bad. There is like some weird funk going on up here in these black channels. Like I don't know if it's like greasy. I don't have a Q-tip down here anymore to try to wipe it off, but there's like some weird, I don't know if it's residue or if it's, I really don't know what it is. But speaking of decals, it actually looks like all this in this front panel right here is decaled. This stuff up here, these Dex logos look to be printed. The Acura badge is printed. It's very off-center, which is not good. The one on the blue one's centered, and then this one's not. It's, yeah, not great. But you have your IMSA badge up at the front. You have this big crazy air channel that pushes the air over the top of the car. Headlights are acrylic, and you do have some LED details kind of molded into that black plastic piece behind the lens. There's not any silver. I wish they would have done like some silver paint in those little housing back there, but you do have some nice silver detailing that kind of wraps around the headlight and comes out to a point right here. It looks good. Big crazy aero canards, all kinds of splitters and whatnot. I do like on the Acuras how this front splitter kind of like, it's kind of like arched. It's kind of interesting. But you've got Motul, Michelin, all kinds of sponsorship logos. I think that says Rely on Red right there. You got the number 40 box, WeatherTech, all your little IMSA decals and whatnot. You have your number box right there. And it actually looks like some of this stuff on the side right here is actually like chrome paint. I think it is. Like this stripe that I thought was silver is actually chrome. That's cool. You've got the GTB badge right there, HRC, Gainbridge, all kinds of cool stuff. Of course, up here above the window, you have the names of the drivers. So Jordan Taylor, Colton Herta, and Luis Delatraz. I typically don't read the names because I don't know who a lot of the drivers are, but I do recognize the drivers from this car because I have been keeping up. I have been watching IMSA races more and more. You've got Dex imaging on the back right there, Acura Type S on this big wing thing that goes all the way down the car. You've got some little aero bits on the roof right here, just kind of molded in plastic, and then there's like a green charging cable type thing on the side of it. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it is there. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Crazy looking cars. You've got these raised fenders over here with these big air channels down. Of course, you have your gaps above the wheels. And then the big wing on the back. You've got painted taillight details, which I think is fine because they are pretty intricate and they don't look bad either. Rear diffuser. All kinds of stuff back here. Michelin. You've got Bosch. That Bosch is backwards. It's backwards on that side too. Oh, maybe, yeah, that is Bosch. I wonder why that's backwards. I wonder if that's an error, if that's actually... Was it like that on the blue one? No, it was not like that on the blue one. That's funny. What about this one? Nope, it was right on this one. So apparently we have a backwards Bosch logo on the side of the wing right there. That's pretty silly. But everything looks good, though. You got VP Racing. Honestly, I don't think that backwards Bosch is that big of a deal. It's just kind of funny. But yeah, you can see all that striping that runs throughout the car and whatnot. It looks good. Acura on the windshield banner. Probably not too much detail on these interiors, but overall, I think it looks pretty good. Not bad. Definitely good that somebody's making these. I know a lot of people complain about the quality with like the decals and whatnot, and I do too. Don't get me wrong. I do not let bad quality slip. You guys know that I'm the biggest advocate for quality control. We don't call it booster quality around here for nothing, but at least somebody is doing these. I know Sparky is doing like the Porsches and whatnot, but Sparky's level of detail is just not where Mini GT's at. Like, they produce a lot of really nice models, like GT3 and racing and all the WEC stuff, like the Porsches and whatnot. But their detail is not on the Mini GT level. They don't, as far as I know, they don't do carbon fiber. They don't do they don't do any tire printing on their 1/64 scale stuff. And yeah, like, between those two things, I just don't find them very appealing. But anyways, here's the SC63, so I got this one in a blister. In case you guys are wondering, there are no more Miho exclusive blister packs at all. Miho exclusives for Mini GT does not exist anymore. Blisters and chases are global. I know that makes a lot of people happy. It might make a few people mad. Me personally, I'm indifferent on it. I prefer to buy my stuff just in the boxes anyways. But nice card art. It's on the track. This is probably Sebring, the track of Sebring on there. But the render looks nice. This is number 816. There's not really much on these blisters anymore. But here's the box, done in green. Again, you got the IMSA model collection on top. 816 Lamborghini SC63 number 63 from the 2024 IMSA Sebring 12 hours, and this is Iron Lynx. So actually, both these cars are from the same event, so it's pretty cool. This SC63 did not do well last year during IMSA, but yeah, Lamborghini badge on the back, TSM, all your licensing and whatnot. And here is the model. First impressions, it looks really good, super vibrant. It definitely fits the Iron Lynx vibe. I should have pulled out the Iron Lynx Huracan. But I see lots of carbon fiber on this one too, which makes me excited because I don't think we've seen any. Well, we saw some on the BMWs, I think, but we haven't seen much carbon fiber on these IMSA GTP cars yet. So that is nice. Wheels look really good on this one. They are a gloss black, but they're that typical Lamborghini, like angular design. You've got your beautiful Michelin tire printing as well, which looks awesome. The mirrors are a little bit different on this one from what we've seen on the other cars. Most of the other ones, they're just kind of flat attached to the wheel wells, but these ones kind of stick out backwards a bit. They are rubber and they are painted black. It's not just black rubber. The green on this car looks really good. Like I said, it's vibrant. You've got some black accents running throughout the car as well. You've got this white part at the nose, and then you've got your Italian flag color stripes that run up to this hood scoop right there. And it looks really good. I like it a lot. Headlights at the front look really good. There's some LED detail behind there, and this detail is actually painted with like silver, whereas it was not with that. It was just black mold. But not black mold. It was just molded in black plastic. They actually went ahead and put like the little silver LED dots in there. So the headlights look really good. You've got red running down the trim of the entire car and on the front splitter right there. You guys will correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm sorry this video is going so long. I'm kind of enjoying sitting down and looking at these models today. But for these GTP cars, I think there's 3 manufacturers that produce the actual cars, and then the teams and automakers buy them. So like Cadillac bought them, BMW buys them, Acura, Lamborghini, Porsche, they all buy them from the manufacturers that produce these hypercars, because they all have to be the same class, and so you can't just have each company building, like, manufacturing their own thing, because then there would be unfair disadvantages, even with the BOP, which is balance of power. Anyways, we don't need to get into all that, but the reason a lot of these cars will look pretty similar is because, like I said, there's only 3 manufacturers, I think, that make these hypercars. I don't remember the names of them, but that's why they all kind of share a similar body style, and that's why some will kind of look more similar than others. Like I was going to say, this, and I don't know if it's the same manufacturer, but these Acuras and Lamborghinis do look pretty similar. So, but yeah, they'll share a lot of the same manufacturers, and then they will kind of adjust the body of the car to kind of fit the company's style. So that's why this Lamborghini, it's got like the the Y-shaped daytime running lights and all that kind of stuff. It kind of fits the Lamborghini vibe. But anyways, that's kind of just a note on like the actual body shape of it. But yeah, it looks good. You've got some air vents up in the hood right here. You got the IMSA logo down there. Lamborghini badge front and center, looks good. Again, like I said, silver daytime running lights in that Y pattern. You've got Pertamia, it's hard to read, too small. Fastron, Michelin, Motul, all the good sponsorships. You've got your number 63 box up the front with the WeatherTech, Lamborghini on the windshield banner. Names of the drivers are right there. I do like how this whole roof is kind of like a silver metallic color. It looks really nice. And then, like I said, there's some carbon fiber. So behind this cockpit area, there's a little, that's probably like a vent or something that's done in carbon. This hood scoop is done in carbon fiber. This whole massive shark fin wing that goes back to the spoiler is done in carbon fiber. You also have the white iron Lynx lettering on it. And then the sides of the rear wing are also done in carbon fiber as well. You can see VP Racing, Michelin Man. The Bosch is the correct orientation this time. Fastron again. All kinds of sponsorships. But that carbon fiber makes this look really nice. I think that's all the carbon fiber, just kind of down the center right here on the sides, and then this whole wing area. But it looks really good. And this is a pretty simple, just painted livery. Like, they didn't really do anything crazy with the graphics. So as far as I can tell, there's not too many decals on this model. A lot of this stuff looks to be printed, which is good. So this might be the best quality hypercar we've seen so far just because of that. But here's your rear end. As you can see, the Y style taillights again. Actually, if you look back up in these air channels, I think we have some exhaust detail in there. You can see the silver tip on both sides, and it kind of comes out. That's cool. I wonder, in fact, that kind of reminds me, I don't know where the exhaust is on the Acuras. I'm not really oh, maybe it's these little gray things up here, these silver things up here. Maybe that's the exhaust. But yeah. Very cool. Rear diffuser is different than the Acura as well. It's a little bit bigger, whereas the Acura had smaller channels. But overall, I think they did an incredible job with this. Base is flat, like normal. 2024 Lamborghini SC63 used under license. Looks really good. So yeah, we'll go ahead and throw up a picture on screen of the real SC63 from the 2024 series, so you can take a look. Mini DT killed this one. Like, really killed this. You guys know I like Lamborghini a lot, but this might go down as my favorite hypercar, just unironically, because of how well it's done. Like, I don't really see anything glaringly wrong with it. I forgot to point out that the top of the wing does have the Lamborghini lettering, but it's kind of hard to read because it's got all these fins on the top of it. So it's kind of like very broken up, but it is there. Nothing on the bottom of the wing. But I will show you a photo of this Acura as well, just because. This Acura does look really nice, though. Don't get me wrong. There are some decals, and there are, you know, like in these like little black channels. It's kind of funky in there, but overall, I am pleased with them. But and yeah, they both roll well. So you guys will have to let me know what you think. I think we've rambled on for long enough, so I'll let you guys go. But yeah, lots more really nice Mini GT coming. Of course, we've been getting a ton of shipments in. Mini GT's been releasing, seems like they've been releasing a new wave of models like every 4 days. I think it's been like a week and a half per. But yeah, I've got a bunch of Mini GTs coming in the mail still that have been released recently. So the stack next to me keeps piling up. If you guys want to see it real quick, we got a giant stack right there. I've also got some Legos. I got that UCS Jango Fett Slave one, if any of you guys are Lego Star Wars nerds. But yeah, lots of stuff to look at, so we're just going to keep cranking through it. So you guys will have to let me know what you think of these models down below. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.